YouTube, BrewTube, Brew Your Own for Life here, Kurt. It's brew day today. Got the strike water heating up right now. Brewing my chocolate milk stout. It's the kit from Northern Brewer. I'm gonna add a couple things to it, change it around a little bit, kind of suit more how I want it to be. But it's a great kit as is, so I definitely try it. To show you what's going on here. There we go, strike water heating up. I need 172, it's about 115, 116. I got some ingredients and stuff over here. There's the mash tun. Oh wait, it's not there. Yeah, it's like, oh God, what is it out right now? It's probably 34, 35 degrees out. You see my breath? I don't know. I'm out in the garage. I got no heat. So I'm got the mash tun, everything in the house, and the grains are even in the house until the water hits probably 150. Got the mash tun sitting in there with hot water in it because I don't want everything coming out here getting cold and everything. I'm going to try and keep temperatures as warm as I can. So I hit my strike temps and everything. And this will be the first official use of the motorized mill. I'll try and capture what I can today. And here we go. Alright, YouTube, it's getting about time. I'm going to start crushing some grains here. So get that grain mill fired up. Stuff I'm putting that's different from the recipe. No need to sit here and watch all of this. Here we go, YouTube, time to have at it here. This is the part I always hate. Make sure when you do this that your valve is closed. I'm sure I'm not the only one that's messed that up a few times. Okay, gonna give it about 30-40 seconds. Show you something else I'm gonna add or try here. Seeing how it is so cold, I've got two pieces of styrofoam I wrapped in foil, and it just fits inside here. So when I get everything mashed in, I'm going to go ahead and put this in and help hold some heat. I've got blankets and stuff I'm going to wrap around it also. So let's get the grains and let's mash that baby in. I just dump it. The only time I've ever had any dough balls ever was when I made my wheat beer and working with wheat, and you know, wheat is just gummy. But other than that, I've never ever had an issue. Get that in there. Almost forgot. .2, and I'm adding some oats to this bad boy too. Just playing around with it a little bit. That's what brewing's all about. You know, find a beer you like, you can brew it just that way, or hey, play around with it. Shoot for 152. I'll be thrilled if I can hit 153 perfect, because being so cold it's going to drop. You know, your conversion ain't going to take place in 2.5 minutes. Got the thermal pin. Let's check it out here. It looks like it's kind of all over the place right now because I'm stirring the hell out of it. Take a break here. $153, 158, 156, 158. Alright, well, it's fine. All you gotta do, just keep stirring, that temperature will drop quick. One thing about all grain, you don't need to panic. You know, the first time you brew, my God, if you miss it by 2 or 3 degrees, don't worry about it. Just brew it and see how it goes. You know, it's trial and error. Once you get your system going, you figure it out. You know, it just takes time and it takes some brews. You know, like I said, conversion isn't going to happen in 2 minutes. So, just, you know, I only overshot it by about, well, I didn't overshoot it, but probably could have let the water sit in the cooler another 3 or 4 minutes, would have dropped the temperature down another 3 or 4 degrees, but she was pretty much warmed up anyway. $155. Just a little on the high side, but like I said, it'll come down. Some of the things I've changed on this recipe is I said I added, they're kits for 5 gallons. I brew 6 1/4. So put in Beer Tooth Pro, bumped everything up. I didn't have all the exact same ingredients. I had some pale malt, I added an extra pound of that. I said I put in a ½ pound of oats. I had some Caraffa 3, which is in here, but I must have used it all. But I had some British black malt. What is that, 3 ounces of that? I threw in 4 ounces of Crystal 120. You know, it's all going to be good. And of course, you know, the hops got bumped up a little bit, but with the kit, they give you more than enough hops. And then the secondary, it's got 4 ounces of cocoa nibs. What I'm going to do this time is, I did the same thing last time. About 2 or 3 days before, I put them in a small little glass mason jar on just enough vodka to cover them. Let them pull out all the chocolate flavor and all that. I'm going to do the same thing, but this time I'm going to add 1 vanilla bean. And also, the last 5 minutes of boil, I'm going to add 1 ounce of cocoa. The actual baker's cocoa, not hot chocolate cocoa. And then when I go to bottle it, I'm going to add 1 ounce of chocolate extract to the bottom of the bucket. Just to see how that does. I want it was chocolatey. We're getting there, 154. But I want a little bit more chocolate flavor. I want I'd like to have, there's a winery in Marquette, Iowa. God, what's it called? Eagle's Nest or Eagle Ridge? And they make a chocolate raspberry wine. That chocolate is unbelievable. It tastes just like you're literally biting a chocolate bar. It's the most real chocolate, I guess I could say, flavor in any alcoholic beverage I've ever had. I need to get up there and talk to them, see what they use, or heck, maybe the guy will even sell me an ounce or two. But man, if I was to add that into this, it'd be unbelievable. So, I said we're just about there. I'll tell you what, my God, this smells good. See, you can see that steam coming out. All that steam means the heat's coming out of there. All right. Got 154, 152, 153. Stir this for about another 15 seconds, and then I will shut her up and we will continue. Well, we're about 8-10 minutes into the mash. I got it all covered up and everything. I just thought I'd show everybody here my state-of-the-art single-tier brewing stand. Yes, that's right. It is top of the line. This thing works great. We used to have I was first to tell you, it's an old piece of countertop. Like I said, when I built my grain mill, my neighbor guy does construction and stuff. And he bought like an 8-foot piece of this countertop, and, you know, because that's all it came in. He only needed 2.5 feet. So I took a piece, and those are just like sort of like a banquet table legs. We used to take a table like this when we had we used to go camping a lot before we got a permanent spot, and they work great. You fold it up and you store it. Tell you what, it works great for a brew stand. It is perfect height. You got room over here to put anything you want. It's just, to me, that's all I need. I'm not getting fancy with anything. So, I got some of my sparge water heating up. I got it on real low. Just figured, well, as long as the burner's going, it might throw a little heat into this igloo I'm in. So, be back. Probably the next thing to do would probably be the first runnings. Alright, let's open this thing up. It's been an hour, and we'll see where we're at. There's my little styrofoam insulator thingy. Put that over here. Check our temp. You're seeing it as I'm seeing it, and we'll see how it turned out. 51, 151, 152. Oh, you can't see nothing because of the steam. I'm averaging about 151, 152. Just perfect. So, oh god, it steamed up the old lens pretty good, didn't it? Man, this is gonna be some crap video. But I can't find my damn tripod. So what I'm gonna do, give this a good stir. Loosen all them sugars up. I'm gonna do my Vorloff. You know, everybody knows how that goes. I'm not gonna try and tape that. I ain't gonna be able to tape that one-handed. But I'll give this a good stir, Vorloff till it runs clear, and get my first runnings out of this. There we go. Vorloff is done. Doing my first runnings. Looks pretty good. Well, doing my second runnings. Got about a quart to go in there, and then I'll be ready to go. I always do my first runnings, and I usually sparge twice. I got the next 2.5 gallons of water just about ready to go. So I actually slowed this down, stopped it for a second to get how that gets closer to temp. I don't want it to run completely out and start cooling off. That's another quick shot of something else while I'm out in the garage. I got me a smoker, master built. I've always wanted one. Had birthday November 21st, turned 50, yeah, half a century. And this was the gift I got. So hopefully next weekend I'm going to be smoking. I don't know what, maybe a pork shoulder, some ribs, I have no idea, but can't wait to try that thing out. There you go, YouTube. Pouring one of my blonde ales. One of only a few. Man, they are... Shit, when did I brew this? March? As long as you keep them in the fridge ice cold, they'll actually hold up pretty good. Nice couple finger head. It looks cloudy, but that's because it's so ice cold. But man, it is just crystal clear. It's one of my favorite beers, and it's about the only one beer that the wife will drink. So I brew it at least 3 times a year. So I'll start drinking that, and I'm just waiting to bring everything up to a boil here. So that ain't gonna be much longer. About another 5-10 minutes. We are about 2 or 3 degrees from the boil. So once the boil starts, I guess everybody knows the routine. Throw in the hops, 1 hour boil. The recipe calls for adding lactose at 60 minutes. I'm going to add it at 30. And then I got a whirl flock at 15, and I got an ounce of Nestle 100% cocoa that I'm throwing in the last 5 minutes.